Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for another tips and tricks video. Today we're going to look at going into a flip dog. So this transition of going to flip dog or being in flip dog sometimes can be a little bit uncomfortable in the shoulder or in the wrists. So we're going to take you through the steps today. So going to a flip dog, we would go from a down dog most likely, but you can also go from a high plank. But let's look into going from a down dog. You would lift the left leg, for instance, and then bend the knee, stacking the hips, and then slowly, gracefully, with control, landing both feet on the floor, and now your right hand is on the floor. So this is the part where it gets a little bit like wobbly, or we get shaky, or there is some challenge and pain even around the shoulder. So I'm just going to bring the bum down to the floor so we can go through the alignment from the feet up into the shoulders. Your feet want to be a little bit wider than your hips, like a bridge pose set up, not too wide so that after it's too difficult to lift the hips up, but wide enough to give you the strength and the stability that you need. The legs are working really hard here, so if you're not using your legs, the first thing you need to do is to practice using your legs to lift your hips up. And the few ways you can practice that is by bringing a block between the legs and just do this kind of lifting reverse tabletop where you're using your legs. So that's a good drill for you to do it to strengthen your legs. The second thing is the hand. So the hand that it's on the floor is pointing towards the back of the room. And this allows us to open to the chest. So the shoulder blade, as you see, it's going to roll in. It's going to go closer to the chest, to the center of the chest, the back of the chest. It's going to open the chest. And this allows us to lift the chest up and helps us with the flip dog. So finger pointing back. Now going to lift up the hips. When we lift up the hips, use your feet and your legs. When you get to a certain point, you start to use your shoulder blade. So the shoulder blade is squeezing towards the center, allowing your chest to open towards the ceiling. Of course, your arm is pressing the floor away, strong arm. And then the other arm is just to help you to open the chest a little bit more. So let's do that again. I'll do it from this side so you can see what I'm doing with my arms. So I'm opening the chest by squeezing the shoulder blade towards the center, towards the middle of the middle back. And then I'm pressing, keeping that shoulder blade opening into the chest, squeezing towards the center and opening the chest. You can also do the other side just to gain that mobility, that sensation in the shoulders. So fingers pointing back. Same thing. So open the shoulder, and we're not just turning the chest like this. It's more from the shoulder joint. Open the shoulder, squeeze the shoulder blade to the center of the chest. Use your legs, lift the floor away. Keep squeezing the shoulder blade. If you need to adjust the hand a little bit more, I need to adjust my hand in the left side. So you open the hand as far as you need, and then you squeeze the shoulder blade into the center, and then coming down. One other thing that usually can happen is that we might have some wrist injury, or we might have something going on in our elbows, and coming into a straight arm flip dog, it's not there for us yet. We need to allow our body to recover. So the option is to go into a forearm. So from here, you go into your three-legged dog, open, and sit the bum down. Bring the forearm down. In the same way, you would have your fingers pointing forward with a straight arm. Here you have your fingers pointing forward. And now squeeze the shoulder blades towards the center, into the upper back, and then lift the hips. And you're having the same effect of opening the chest here, but with your forearm down. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a good practice, everyone. Namaste.